Hey guys, this is Mr. 3D Hero, and today I'm going to be talking to you about how to tackle our high-end leveled FOBs. Now this video is mainly aimed at new players, but for those that have experience are also welcome to listen in. So the first thing I will talk to you about is picking the FOB. When you're choosing a player FOB, it's going to be, the ones you want to be picking vary from level 50 to level 60s. Now if you pick the level 50s to 60 type platforms, these are the ones that are going to have the custom mines, custom security, and will have less time given to them. These are the ones we're going to be focusing on today. So the first thing you'll do is go into your FOB tab and look for a player's FOB and see which one has a base that is either ranging from level 50 to level 60. Ideally for newer players, I do advise you to choose a level 55, as I'll give you a bit of everything, and it's not too hard, but it won't be too easy. So the first thing is, when you pick a level 55 platform, this level 55 platform you're probably most commonly seen is they have the sniper, they have S-rank guards, they'll be based around grade 7 to grade 8 security, and they'll always be lethal. If you see a non-lethal platform, I always advise you to take it, as they're probably more easier to tackle, but paying the deal with an alert. Now, what you then want to pick is the level. If it's level 55, level 55 platforms are gonna, like I said, are gonna have at least custom mines, custom cameras and all that. And the most you'll probably see in that one is maybe one custom mine with cameras, so it's a bit more lenient on new players. Once you've chosen a platform that you think you're capable of doing, you then want to pick your equipment. Ideally wise, the best type of equipment you won't be picking is the one that's gonna be lethal and non-lethal, something that's gonna prepare you for any certain situation. So what I've chosen is to go with a lethal assault rifle, a non-lethal pistol, and a non-lethal sniper. Now you can change this and have a non-lethal shotgun. The S1000 is a pretty good one, or you can use the Woo S pistols instead, or you can use whatever type of heavy weapon that could cause damage. Just as long as you bring a weapon to back you up against UAVs and cameras and all that, and even claymores, then you'll be fine. I also advise you to take petrol bombs, and I definitely advise you to take cardboard boxes, as they will come in handy when it comes down to maybe invisible mines, or when you're going down to the core. So you go off, you head off into the mission, and from this point now, you want to basically go straight to the platform. Don't stay on the helicopter and search around. The platform, most high level platforms are going to be based around level 50 to level 55. Considering that it's level 55 we'll probably be tackling, your time will most likely be at, say, 10 minutes max. What you want to do is straight away get your Noctisim, get your let's say your assault rifle or your sniper rifle or whatever weapon you have. Make sure you reload it before you come off the helicopter, and what you do is get up the stairs and get to the other side as quickly as possible. The reason I say this now is because the more time you waste, the harder it will get. And if you get into a sticky situation where it would evolve you to, say, fight back a bunch of guards, you won't have enough time for the alert to go down and then get to the core as quickly as possible. So this is pretty much what I do. This is how I plan out my FOB invasions. But considering I've done it so many times now, it doesn't really affect me that much. So the first thing we do is that when you come across the first bridge, usually the first bridges will have, say, a camera on the left or right side, and then they have claymores blocking off the bridge completely. Now, I will show a video later on, or in another time, of how to avoid these claymores and cameras quite easily. But for the time being, always pay attention to how they're laid out. If they're laid out to the point of where you can't get onto the railings, what I mean by railings, I mean the side parts that you can climb over and hang from. If you can't get onto that part there, then I advise you to either go up to that little platform on the left side where usually a guard is watching over above, climb over the rails there, and then fall down from there. If you do it correctly, you should fall down to the platform underneath, and there will be a camera underneath that said bridge, but you should be fine. You won't be caught as long as you're quick on the dot. But usually most platforms, usually like level 55s to maybe 60s or even higher, will have the first part of the bridge blocked off with a camera and a claymore. So once you've got past these two areas, you then just want to go through the whole of the next platform as sneakily as possible. Now, like I said, because it's a sniper platform, most sniper platforms are going to be quite hard to tackle. And if you do get in a situation where the bridge is completely blocked off and there's actually no way of getting through except for blowing up the claymores, I mean, the best thing you want to do is to make sure that you knock out the guards from the current platform and the platform across. Now, if you have a S1000, or if you have the Woo, or if you have the non-lethal sniper rifle, use that and knock out the guards from the sniper towers and the guards nearby. Then, when there's no guards nearby, you can then just cross into the claymores, blow them up, and go over to the other side. Now, if you're using a custom character or a Diamond Dog character, make sure that you use the cardboard box, because if your custom character that you're using has a 1.93 bonus, for example, but the health is really low, the moment they hit that claymore or get hit by a camera, they'll be dead straight away. So put on the cardboard box to tank most of the damage for yourself. So, and also in the progress is that even if you do it, there's a chance that guards will still hear the explosion. If they do, they'll go into like an amber alert state. But don't worry, as long as you stay low and you get across the bridge and the other area as quickly as possible, it shouldn't be that much of a problem. Now, say if you did get into an amber alert and the guards are now all prepared and are waiting for you while searching out for you, make sure you take out the guards that may be looking in your direction, or the guards that's on the towers or like higher level platforms. Doing so will reduce the chances of you getting spotted. But you should also remember that because it's sniper platforms, the one issue we have is that snipers are capable of seeing you through materials. I'm not 100% sure why that happens. I'm not 100% sure why Konami hasn't really adjusted this just yet. But if it does happen, either run and get to the underneath part of the bridge and stay there and wait out till the alert goes, or if you feel like you're not going to make it, just suicide out. It's an annoying bug. It's rare, but when it happens on a good run, it's not something you can actually, there's not much you can actually do about it. So once you've got all this stuff done, either crawl across the bridge and out on the outer area until you get to the fourth part of the platform, or preferably use I believe the dolphin dive your way all the way to the core. Now one thing I must remind you is that the last part of the core, or last part of the platform, is usually the more harder part. So if you pack yourself some sleep grenades, bombard the fourth platform with as much sleep grenades as you can, knock out the guards as much as you can, or use your sniper rifle and take them out from a long distance. Make sure the sniper rifle you're using is non-lethal, not lethal. If you use lethal, there's a chance that the sniper guards will hear and will trace back your shots back to you. And if you're not quick enough, you're pretty much dead. So once you knock out the guards there, any UAVs that's nearby that may, say, catch you out, knock them out, destroy them as well in the progress. And once this is hopefully done, sneak your way into the core. And now when I say that, I say this as this is all quite simple and such. But one thing you need to remember is that each platform and each FOB owner platforms are all very differently. Some will have security in more certain areas where they know people will go through. So if that's the case, always plan out ahead. If it's 10 minutes, remember it only takes you at least 3 to 4 minutes to get from the platform you spawned on to the end platform, depending on how slow you go. And at this point here, you'll be able to plan out where you believe will be the best way of getting to the core. Also, one thing you should also notice is that most cores, or places leading up to the core, will have claymores hidden in really strategic areas. A prime example is support cores underground, and usually around that part there's a claymore either by the entrance of one of the doors, either left side or right side, or when you go down the stairs, there's usually a claymore right there. And if you don't pay attention, it can catch you up quite easily and kill you. So if that's the case, always make sure you have that cardboard box on you, because cardboard box literally will save your life in a situation. And one more thing you should also notice is that when you're going into the corridor, this is like the final step of the entrance. These corridors, I've noticed some players, not all players, some players will actually put in a camera and some claymores. This is where your petrol bomb comes in now. If you think, if you see, usually if you look really closely, there's like a small bright red light. If you look into where the core entrance is, and you see a bright red light showing in the area, just throw your petrol bomb at the area, at the claymore, and it will blow it up, and even the camera inside will take damage. And that way there, you won't die. Because if there's 3 claymores and you use a cardboard box, there's not a 100% chance that you will survive it. So, blow it up. You can use grenades as well, but that's kind of 50-50. So, that's how to tackle high level FOBs. I hope you did enjoy the video. Leave a like, comment and subscribe, and even share the video. If you like what I'm doing and you want to see more of it, leave a comment and tell me whether you want me to cover some other areas. My next video will most likely be focusing on claymores and areas that you can place them, as it's been recommended to me. If not, my other video I'll probably be working on will be one about ideal MGO maps. So, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again soon.